pero queríamos muy brevemente contarles que nosotros usamos portafolios electrónicos en la cátedra desde hace ya algunos años, que este año, bueno, la propuesta realmente fue muy bien recibida por los alumnos y por eso estamos muy contentos de cómo ellos le han sumado un montón, ha ido mucho más allá de lo que nosotros esperábamos. Retomando a Edith Lidwin, que siempre habla de las promesas de la tecnología y de que en realidad lo importante es cómo la usamos en el aula con propuestas didácticas y no tanto el hecho de que esté presente. Creemos que esto es un claro ejemplo de una consigna no googleable, donde los alumnos trabajaron todo el año con Google abierto y todo el diccionario y todo lo que nosotros podamos prohibir a veces como docentes en el aula, en realidad se puede capitalizar desde otro lado, cuando logramos tener propuestas que justamente no sean googleables, donde los alumnos pongan su parte. Bueno, un poquito, la teoría la voy a ir pasando muy rápidamente, fue un poquito lo que dije recién. Y entonces la pregunta que nos planteamos al plantear el portafolio es ¿qué aspectos podríamos considerar relevantes al elaborar propuestas didácticas que incorporen el uso de las TIC y promuevan aprendizajes significativos? Creemos que la manera en que ellos lograron realizar este portafolio nos da la pauta de procesos significativos, no tanto desde el inglés, que obviamente es nuestro objetivo madre, sino también de muchos otros aprendizajes que tienen que ver con contenido y con también habilidades de la alfabetización digital.
Planteado desde los objetivos de la materia, al ser una materia que se dicta dentro del Departamento de Inglés con propósitos específicos, la lectura de textos académicos de la especialidad, en este caso la disciplina de comunicación social, es digamos la brújula que nos marca el camino en esta cátedra y nos hace concebir al egresado como un miembro activo en la comunidad científica, no tanto solamente en lo que tiene que ver con el consumo de textos académicos, sino también con la posibilidad de acceder a esos textos y poder producir, por ejemplo, a través de las presentaciones que pudimos ver hoy, también utilizando la lengua meta, que es el objetivo, ¿sí? Si bien no está planteado como una materia que contemple las 4 habilidades, sí sentimos la necesidad, por el perfil de nuestro egresado, que eso sea algo que sea prioridad en esta materia. No solamente lectura bibliográfica, sino también otras habilidades que hacen a quiénes son los alumnos que nosotras tenemos en el aula. Y siguiendo a Barrett, decimos que el portafolio narra una historia y esta historia es la que ellos vinieron construyendo durante todo el año. Por eso este proyecto se piensa como un proyecto que se realiza durante todo el año, es un proyecto anual que tiene varios momentos de entregas y devoluciones y de retroalimentación que se van dando a lo largo de todo el año. Es un proceso que vamos a describir en un ratito, tiene varios pasos. Y lo que ustedes están viendo hoy es el producto de un año de trabajo arduo, ¿sí? No solo por parte nuestra, sino mayormente por parte de todos los grupos que tenemos en esta cátedra. Pasamos entonces a explicar los pasos.
Bueno, en un primer momento entonces, en un primer momento se forman los grupos, se eligen palabras claves que tienen que ver, ya ahí hay un proceso de construcción de vocabulario, porque cada grupo eligió un tema que era de interés. Los alumnos también están escuchando por primera vez la parte teórica, así que me hace, por eso era, todo tenía un motivo, sí. A partir de un tema que convoca al grupo, que los compromete, algunos que están haciendo la tesis sobre ese tema, les interesa, buscamos palabras claves. El proceso de palabras claves, de buscar palabras claves, también implica un proceso de reflexión, porque yo empiezo por una palabra clave muy general y a veces me trae 3000 resultados, entonces voy a ir a buscar una más específica, y ya en eso también estamos cultivando las habilidades de alfabetización digital de las que hablábamos. esto de poder manejar grandes volúmenes de información y poder ir encontrando, trabajando con los resúmenes de los artículos y poder ir encontrando la información que buscamos en este mundo de información de la web. En la segunda entrega, los alumnos eligen 4 resúmenes de todos los que consultaron, que les parecen los más interesantes, y fundamentan la elección de uno como el más apropiado con el cual van a trabajar. En el paso 3 hacemos como un Ateneo, que este año también le llamamos Sneak Preview, que era como el tráiler de las películas cuando nos hacen una propaganda de lo que se va a presentar, y que también tiene como objetivo propiciar el aprendizaje colaborativo. Yo sé en qué está trabajando el grupo de al lado, a veces les puedo recomendar un link, les puedo hacer un comentario, y creemos que ahí empieza el diálogo crítico entre los alumnos, que va tornando este proceso colaborativo y no tanto centrado en los docentes.
Bueno, y como último paso tenemos las presentaciones. Durante las presentaciones lo que los alumnos exponen es algo similar a lo que pudieron ver en esta primera presentación. Durante el tiempo en que se lleva a cabo la presentación, el resto del grupo está completando una especie de evaluación. Nosotros le damos una serie de criterios y se asigna para poder darle a ese grupo una retroalimentación y un feedback que no solamente venga de la evaluación que podemos hacer nosotros, sino la evaluación de par, porque lo consideramos relevante. Y bueno, durante todas esas presentaciones se van pautando en días distintos para poder aprovechar el tiempo al máximo y que no sea una instancia única en la que todo pase sin poder dar lugar al diálogo y a comentarios, y a que sea una instancia que, ya que requirió tanto trabajo, se aproveche y se puedan encontrar conexiones y se puedan hacer comentarios.
Bueno, sin ahondar en todo el marco teórico, como decía, aparte de la parte del inglés está la parte de alfabetización digital académica, que nosotros consideramos insoslayable como objetivo en la educación universitaria, por esto de que concebimos un egresado que el día de mañana va a ir a congresos internacionales, va a participar y va a ser investigador. Los licenciados esperamos que todos publiquen y que hagan escuchar su voz, ¿sí?, como profesionales. Entonces, esto de la alfabetización académica, que creemos que se tiene que tomar desde todas las cátedras, ahí tenemos un poco los conceptos que implica, no los vamos a ahondar, pero los tenemos muy en cuenta cuando armamos el proyecto. Y ahora lo que vamos a hacer, voy a pasar esto rápidamente, y vamos a presentar a los grupos que faltan el día de hoy. Uno de los grupos que van a ver en un ratito, otra de las presentaciones, es Political Campaigns and Social Networks, y queremos destacar como docentes de ese grupo la extensiva investigación que han hecho. Aparte de esto de que cada uno buscó, digamos, se apasionó sobre el tema, conllevó a que este grupo trabajó con una tesis de 80 páginas, cuando nosotros en el proyecto les pedimos que trabajen con 6. Así que fueron capaces de trabajar con todo el documento, de extraer las partes más importantes, porque así lo eligieron, y eso tuvo mucho que ver. Y aparte nos hicieron experimentar lo que van a contar en el proyecto, porque usaron los medios sociales para hacernos llegar propaganda de su propio proyecto, con mensajitos, Facebook y todos los medios que tuvieron a mano, ¿sí? Así que fue medio como también experimentar en carne propia lo que se había experimentado en las campañas políticas y los medios sociales.
Bueno, esto ya se anticipó, pero otro de los proyectos presentado por 2 de los miembros de ese grupo, que son Marcos Ullúa y Tomás Couto, acompaña a otro de los miembros, pero hacia apoyo al grupo logístico. Ellos nos van a hablar de Death and Resurrection of Album Covers, y nos van a mostrar a través de sus propios ejemplos. Nos van a mostrar videos, nos van a mostrar cómo fue evolucionando la portada de los álbumes a través del tiempo, y lo vamos a poder experimentar. Han hecho selección de su propia música, la música que han querido mostrar en diferentes momentos para ilustrar diferentes géneros, diferentes décadas. Así, me parece muy interesante porque está muy bien ejemplificado. Bueno, este es el que ya vimos, fue el primero porque teníamos al monstruo esperando, por eso es que decidimos que se nos iba a calambrar el monstruo. Bueno, este ya, más que decir que ya lo vivieron, ya lo vieron, ya lo disfrutaron, así que, bueno, después esperamos comentarios de la audiencia con respecto a esto.
Y destacar por ahí que cada grupo encontró su manera especial de complementar un escrito académico, no nos olvidemos de eso, que todo parte de un escrito académico, y que fueron muy creativos y cada uno con la temática que trabajaron encontraron la manera de complementarlo. Y bueno, y finalmente presentar Graffiti in War Zones, que también es un trabajo que las chicas han logrado hacernos vivenciar a partir de una experiencia que bueno, les dejo la expectativa. Y este mismo proyecto, en vez de con escritos académicos, en el nivel 1, como el nivel de inglés es menor, se trabaja con textos de noticias. Y elegimos uno de los proyectos que nos pareció, estaban todos muy lindos, pero bueno, elegimos este porque por cuestiones de tiempo elegimos uno. Los chicos trabajaron con artículos de noticias que tienen que ver con el racismo político de Donald Trump. No sé si están al tanto de las declaraciones que ha hecho, y los chicos lo trabajaron y nos lo van a contar.
Welcome to the Pan's Labyrinth presentation. Get ready to live a unique experience.
Bueno, primero vamos a aclarar una cosa. Somos 3 las integrantes del grupo, pero bueno, una de las chicas no pudo venir, lamentablemente, así que le pedimos comprensión a todos. This is a magical world.
Pan's Labyrinth, a film directed by Guillermo del Toro, a screenwriter and Mexican novelist. The film is set in 1944 in Spain during the Civil War. Tells the story of a girl who let their imagination and constructs a fantasy world in a context of destructions and pains. This is the photography of it.
We will address the issue from the analysis of Álvaro Fernández, named the Spanish history in the Fireland, treating a social trauma in Pan's Labyrinth. From this greeting, we consider that the film is characterized directly with the politics of memory, jeopardizing a story that is hard with real social trauma in Spain today. What is the politics of memory? We understand politics of memory, the factor proclaimed history allowing the viewer to face the dark events of the past. In this case, the film seeks to expand the collective memory and politics overshadowed through a double narrative, the Civil War reality and the fantasy world of the child. This is photography. The film.
History and fantasy. This double narrative, fantasy and reality, allows the director to have a historical root of Spanish society in a more subtle way, using the resource of the fantasy genre. According to the author, when we read the historical narrative of the film, a political plot that is masked behind the fairy tale is evident.
The story based on the implementation of the various resources of the fantasy themes is applying political memory, focusing on the memories of the viewer from a unique place.
Although the villain kills the young Fernandez, says Álvaro Resurrection in the Kingdom of the Fairies, could be seen as a triumph which is complemented by the victory of the partisans. The dictator will take 30 years of digging, but it tells the fantastic story in the film. The heroes win, the villains die and are condemned to oblivion.
What's happening? I don't know. What is this? I don't know. It's a monster!
sangre antes que la de un inocente. Esa era la última prueba, la más importante. Y habéis elegido bien, Alteza.
Venid a Milán y sentaos junto a vuestro padre, que tan largo tiempo os ha esperado.
In conclusion, I'm going back to our hypothesis. We affirm that is film brings into play the politics of memory and which incorporates the social traumas of Spain today in a subtle way. Talk fantasy. In the same vein, there are parallels in both narratives, the real and the fantastic. This form included the story. It helps to overcome the dark events of the past.
I need somebody help, not just anybody help. You know I need someone help.
Well, hello. Thanks for sharing the passion of the music with us. Our work will analyze the changes of the musical industry throughout the history and how it affected the functions and characteristic functions, commercial function, semiotic function, and artistic function of the album covers, and we will also study the conversion as an object of popular culture of the album covers. Our research are based in a paper of Ismael López Medel called "The Death and the Resurrection of the Album Cover."
So the first important point of the investigation is the act, called the Act 1, the birth and development of the album covers, that started in the 13 years, and the first creation of album covers was by the brilliant young designer that worked for Columbia Records, that his name is Alex Steinweiss. He created beautiful representation of jazz and classical music. He made that the cover art the cover art for him was a piece of art and a commodity, replacing the boring package of that time. For example, that is the Fifth Symphony of Beethoven. So in the 15 years, the 50 years came with many designers that put the aesthetic, for example, the lines, the colors. They introduced the photography, All the designers were based in the Bauhaus School of Arts and the Swiss School. And there are so many examples. So in the 50 years, two important developments on the industry were made. For example, the long play that was made for the jazz, and the 45 RPM that was perfect for the rock and roll. And for example, the Beatles were so important. They were so carefully for the works on the art on the long plays. In this example, in Revolver, 1967, they called it to his friend, an artist, Klaus Bormann, that is in the picture. And in the 60s, for example, the rock and roll pushed from the commercialization and in the standardization of the industry. Now the artist has so much power on the decision to choose a photographer or a designer. And the 60 years came with so many experimentation and style. For example, a Spanish designer in a studio in California. His name was Victor Moscoso, and he made the first psychedelic illustrations in a new format, the poster, in relation with the hippie community. And then in the 70 years, the albums became so more conceptual. For example, Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, The Mother of Invasion, Wizards Rebuild My Flesh, The Zeppelin, House of the Holy, Joy Division, Unknown Pleasures, Aladdin Sane by David Bowie, Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. And with this, a lot of experimentation was made. For example, this vinyl box, Alice Cooper's Schools Out, Bob Marley's Catch a Fire. In the case of Bob Marley, Catch a Fire, the box was made for to be opened up as a simple lighter cigarette. And then became the punk movement, with experimentation with cutouts for newspaper, the collage, and this was influenced by the crisis of oil in 1973 that affect all the industry, and then became the 18 years.
America, demand your MTV. I want my MTV.
I want my MTV.
I want my MTV.
MTV, music, television, video, music, 24 hours a day, and it's stereo.
Call your cable company and say, I want my MTV.
Two events changed forever the musical industry. First, the eruption of the videos in MTV channel, and second, the launch of the compact disc or CD. The CD was considered like a big revolution, like the future, a brilliant future of the music or the musical discography, but it's not true because the industry received a big punch in the 19th with the eruption and with the popularization of MP3 format and more recently the possibility of download music to the web. These facts are the deed of the album cover. Then the music resuscitated. We call it this point the resurrection. The author say that the music, the album cover resuscitated because the covers are appropriated by the consumers as an object of popular culture, and the consumers are the hipsters. The hipsters are a urban tribe, and they use the music like a element of their identity. So finally we conclude that part the author that the music or the history of the album covers are or were crossed by three periods: birth, death, and resurrection. So we finish.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Veronica. He's Pancho.
Hello.
He's Dani. She's Nati. Falta Nati que.
Falta Nati, pero no, de su consejo no va a salir de ningún lado. Está cuidando a Lolito, Nati está embarazada y está en sus últimos días.
Lo tienes a el video.
Y así arrancamos nuestro proyecto.
Good morning. A meeting in Politica TV More. Today, we will talk about the importance of political marketing and how social networks have opened a portal to candidates like Barack Obama. Let's start moving English too.
I've never been more hopeful about our future.
Thank you.
Antes de embarazarse.
Bueno, hacemos la introducción de Natalia. Political marketing plays a crucial role in the electoral process. It determines how a candidate portrays himself and how the public perceives him. A good marketing campaign can make it to or break an aspirant, which means that candidates must focus much of their time crafting their image and positioning. Of course, political marketing is not static. It has evolved and reason to change among the electorate and advances in communication technology. In the most recent election, the internet became important tool in marketing tactics. Some candidates, most notably Barack Obama, employed popular social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, as well as their own campaign website to impulse, support, and spread their message.
And political marketing in the internet age, until the rise of the internet, political marketing was limited to television, radio, and print advertisements. However, the onset of the internet transformed politics. We need the landscape of political marketing by allowing candidates to use the mass media in new and innovative ways to get their message out. The internet brought about very important marketing advantage for presidential candidates. First, the internet revolutionized campaigns communication by allowing candidates to communicate with the masses for the fraction of the price of expensive advertisements and mailed campaigns materials. More significantly, the internet gives candidates a great ability to control their campaign's message and image. Websites launched and content are completely under the inscription of the candidates, and candidates use this to their advantage by controlling what information is transmitted to her campaign's website. But internet was not born with Obama, because a little history. The first time the internet made a significant impact on a presidential election will be in Clinton's second election versus Bob Dole in 1996. Dole famously announced the address for his campaign website and the end of the first debate with Clinton, and encouraged voters to visit the site. He is the example for the debate. The 2000 election marked the first time candidates utilized the internet as a voting tool, a turning point in campaign financing. Both Bush and Gore created a website, sent out email newsletter, and accepted campaign donation. In 2004, the presidential campaigns were defined by the internet. In this election, around 63% of people used the internet for political information, and 43 million discussed the election for email. Here, 2004, the tool, important tool, is the blogs. The event of political blogs was another major advancement of the election. The candidates create blogs to share their view and policy stance, presenting an unfiltered message and broad sponsor together to form new online communities.
How Obama changed the face of political campaigns forever. Online marketing strategy Obama brought the joint support turning over the age Obama viewed that Jones voters were more likely to engage in the internet and social media website. Therefore, Obama used these online tools. Strategies, social media, and implementations. Thus, in 2000, the Obama campaign masterfully accomplished by using the social media networks to move and control the information reaching your audience in a way never before seen in the history of political campaigns. More importantly, the strategies of social media campaigns meeting the image of Obama as a Jones technology-safe candidate of the web to that generation. And November 2008, Obama has approximately to that 5 million people in Facebook and any social networks and use election. Look at the Facebook and Twitter and Google and YouTube and Instagram, and this year's
Prune. The deadline for signing up for health insurance is February.
Not like any other Wednesday.
That's not right.
Wednesday.
February 15th. February 15th. In many cases, you can get health insurance for less than $100 a month. Just go to healthcare.gov to figure out how to sign up. February 15th.
Oh. Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Seconds left in the game. Down by 1. He gets it. Mr. President?
Can I live?
You do you.
YOLO, man. All right.
All right. Thank you, Eric. I didn't even plan to do this. I love you back.
Facebook. While my bio was the centerpiece of Obama's social media, the campaign also understands that it needs focus of interacting with its support through already established social networking sites. The Obama campaign particularly focused for Facebook because of its ability to make information go viral. For example, whenever someone posts something or showing a group, all are notified. Another important aspect of Facebook was its group function. Ordinary people could create public Facebook groups where Facebook users engage in conversation about the election. Many of the groups, for example, Students for Obama, attracted millions of users who shared useful information and engaging content that support the Obama campaign. Thank you. I love you.
Bueno, although Twitter was not a major focus of the Obama campaign, the platform provided an easy way for the campaign to release information. Twitter served two major functions for the Obama campaign. The first function was to use Twitter to announce where the candidate was at any one moment. The second major function was to direct followers to the Obama campaign website. Almost 2/3 of Obama Twitter included a reference to the campaign website, encouraging followers to go to the site to read recent speeches, watch videos of campaign appearances, watch live streaming of events, and learn the location of polling sites. By using Twitter, followers maintain a consistent relationship with the candidate, be reading his Twitter and finding out where the candidate was at any one time, which group he was speaking to, and where they going next. He also strengthened his images via Twitter by referencing famous people and celebrities that support his candidates, including Bill and Hillary Clinton, Bill Richards, Oprah Winfrey, and Usher. Additionally, Twitter was a mission force in moving people to his campaign website to direct to the campaign. The 2008 election was the first presidential election that saw the use of YouTube. This year, YouTube created such a space on YouTube where presidential candidates could post videos. Barack Obama took advantage of this service for free advertising. YouTube videos were more effective and cost-effective than traditional TV advertisement because viewers chose to watch their own time. Also, video called the share via social media. Across Facebook and Twitter, many more people will see that link. So the social aspect of online video resulted in free and effective advertising and exposure for the Obama campaign.
Use text messaging to communicate with this following within over 1 million people to sing to app to receive text messaging from this campaign. The campaign offered the promotion and campaigns exclusive through text messages in order to entice people to subscribe to the text messaging service. For example, Obama announced that people could receive a free bumper sticker by texting the word "Go" and offered free campaigns, ringtone, and wallpapers. In his most famous text messaging marketing ploy, Obama announced a week before the Democratic National Convention that he would announce the vice-presidential choice to his support for text message. The goal, the object was the collect even more phone numbers which they call them be used to mobilize voters later in the election. This text messaging is the important tool for Obama election. This use the text for ¿cómo se dice? For the promoted the election. This campaign. The text messaging is the tool very important for election the Obama elections.
Finally, sorry. I talk about Barack Obama and his own social networks, and my.barackobama.com. Obama went to Chris Hughes, Chris Hughes, and the founders of Facebook, and to help make this story come to life through the media. So Hughes create my.barackobama.com, a unique social network exclusive for the campaigns. And look this image. And the friends, and the event, the messaging, the groups, and blogs. And this is the my.barackobama.com, and the groups Obama Americans and Rural Americans for Obama, and Children for Obama. And Obama create the platform allows the user to create personal profiles and blogs and share information with your networks, organize and publish local events and socially donations and information. And they on the election more than the 2 million profiles existing.
And the work of Banksy, one of the most famous urban artists in the world.
The choice of abstract because we believe that providing different and comprehensive data about the role of graffiti has proven us. Research needs to space, raise awareness, and innovate for social projects. As constitutes a communicative link between the British and popular government, specifically in areas of farmer conflict. So, best practice 255 for social and participatory government.
Now we are going to see a video. This video shows the streets of Palestine around the wall that separate them from Israel.
has gained increasing traction with the first visit of Banksy, a leading British artist, to the West Bank in 2005, which has had a transformational effect on local Palestinian graffiti thanks to his pioneering work on the Israeli wall. In fact, Banksy was amongst the first foreign graffiti artists to come to the West Bank. There exists a real distinction in the minds of Palestinian artists between the gang graffiti traditionally found on town walls, which they define as Palestine graffiti, and the more aesthetically pleasing hip-hop graffiti produced by global artists upon the Israeli wall. Most Palestinian artists disagree with the choice of the Israeli wall as an object of graffiti.
Banksy is the most mysterious urban artist of the world. Nobody knows how is his face, his voice, his real name. He never appeared in any medium, even being famous. Only it is known that he is blonde, tall, and has about 35 years. The graffiti talks about social protests against authoritarian government and violence, and for peace in the world. Some people come to pay more than $300,000 for one of his works. In the first time, he painted freehand and displayed on the streets of Bristol, and were famous drawing of rats in protest to the government. Later, to escape quickly, he changed the style template for stencil made of cardboard. Two persons who bought a work in Italy to £100,000 now sell it at £30,000. A journalist defined Banksy as a genuine element anti-system. Banksy has published several books of his works to remain anonymous.
Now we're going to see a video was uploaded by Banksy on YouTube to show ironic view of the street after the bombs. He presents that place like a tourist place. Now in this video shows to Banksy working in the wall. Acá la compañera, la técnica que él utiliza del stencil hecho de papel cartón para poder trabajar más rápido, justamente porque el muro está siempre vigilado. Hay veces que se está filmando y puede que no te detengan y otras veces que sí. Para los que no estuvieron en la primera presentación, la nena con el globo representa de una forma inocente el deseo de los palestinos de poder sobrepasar ese muro para poder llegar al otro lado, ¿no? Siempre, y abandonar un poco la sensación de exclusión que los invade todos los días.
Banksy was among the first to bring his graffiti to the Western world. His work have allowed other Palestinian artists to learn his techniques and trends. Banksy's style has been imitated worldwide by artists who also seek cultural authenticity and exposure of shows, hidden transcripts. They are not always here. The image of the ladder is repeated in the work and tries to express the symbolic desire to reach the other side of the world. Also notable is the use of many universally known symbols, such as the dove of peace, the eye of truth, peace and love, and anarchist symbols. But the Palestinians say this graffiti have only served to beautify the works and make them acceptable to the eyes of the world, but while recognizing their technical and authentic value, they do not agree that the wall of Israel is used as an object of graffiti.
had a new Donald Trump's racist speech. Our presentation in three sections. Firstly, Donald Trump is a little biography about him. Secondly, the speech he gave at the launch of the presidential campaign for the Republican Party. Finally, the repercussion on the social network of the Donald Trump speech. By the end of our talk, you will understand Donald Trump's presidential campaign. Donald Trump that ran on June 14, 1946 in the borough of Queens in New York. His mother was Scottish immigrant, one of our Hebrides, and his paternal grandparents were German immigrants. Donald Trump began his study at Fordham University in the Bronx for the years but spent the quarter school of the University of Pennsylvania because Wharton was one of the few programs dedicated to real estate. Finally graduated in 1960.
I will talk about the speech of Donald Trump. He said, when Mexico sending people, they are not sending the best, they are sending rapists, drugs, criminals, and some he assumed they are the best. Then the speech he say, I like Mexican people. She does business with the Mexican people, in my opinion. She likes business more than people, Mexican. Well, he's Donald. If you're searching in his web, DonaldJTrump.com, he say immigration reform that will make America great again. He say, we are the only country in the world whose immigration system put the needs of other nations ahead our own. And here are three core principles of real immigration reform. A nation without borders is not a nation. A nation without laws is not a nation. A nation that does not serve its own citizen is not a nation. And more.
Hello. Seguimos. Bueno, this is the video of the speech. I want to talk about the repercussion in social network. Before the speech of Donald Trump, bueno, ahí arrancó el video.
Trump Tower. It's great to be in a wonderful city, New York, and it's an honor to have everybody here. This is beyond anybody's expectations. There's been no crowd like this. And I can tell you, some of the candidates, they went in, they didn't know the air conditioner didn't work. They sweated like dogs. They didn't know the room was too big because they didn't have anybody there. How are they going to beat ISIS? I don't think it's going to happen. Our country is in serious trouble. We don't have victories anymore.
Yes. And I want to talk about the repercussion in social network of this speech. Before 3 hours, before the speech, no, after the speech, 3 million people on the social network, on Twitter, have a mention of that, and many stars of Latin music in United States had not agree with the speech. One example of that is Fernando Olivera, the Mana frontman. He said in his official account on Facebook, we are people, we are good people, we're not racists, we're not drug dealers, but you are the racist.